These are the stories of the artists who had potential to be great but didn't reach their potential because of jealousy, hate, envy, or self-destruction. These are the stories of struggle, come up, and tragedy. This is Unwrapped.
What you know about the dope game? Was you born in the 80s? Did your mama smoke cocaine?
Nipsey Hussle, born Aramis Joseph Oscadon, born August 15, 1985 in Los Angeles, California, in the Crenshaw district.
It's really like where I spent a lot of my time as a youth. Our neighborhood basically go from like Slauson to Florence. A lot of people got killed out here on these streets, right here on 63rd, Victoria, Hyde Park, Briarhurst.
Nipsey grew up in the household with two siblings, his big brother Black Sam and their little sister Samantha Smith. Nipsey got into music at an early age. He thought he was going to be a childhood star like Michael Jackson and Lil Bow Wow.
Come out all fresh and stuff, now start doing your dance. Let me say, introducing Army Escadon. Introducing the Rockin' Brothers, Army Escadon and Samuel Escadon.
But that ain't how it went with Nip. He got the name Nipsey Hussle because he had his first job in the 6th grade, shining shoes on Slauson Ave. He also was selling candy and mowing lawns on the side just so he could save up to buy a microphone. At 11 years old, he dropped his first song. His mama seen this and put him in a program that taught kids how to engineer and record themselves. So he went to the class and learned how to record himself. The only problem was Nip didn't have no money for studio time, and he didn't own no studio equipment. So at the age of 13, he jumped off the porch and joined the Rolling 60 Crips, the biggest and dominant Crip gang in Crenshaw. With this came the dope gang, gang fights, and shootouts. But Nip always had a knack for music. He was making more money so he can invest in himself. He dropped out of high school in the 10th grade. His mother kicked him out at 15, so he went to stay with his grandma. He was taking music seriously, but he went up under the rap name Concept, but this didn't last long. His homie Big Gooch seen how much money Nipsey was making and told him he should change his name to Nipsey Hussle, a spin off the comedian and poet Nipsey Hussle. In 2003, Nipsey dropped his first mixtape called The Middleman out the trunk of his car. When he was 18, he took a trip where his father is from. Seeing how the people lived over there, this would really start to change his mindset.
So all the things that was going on, I respected the way of living a little more because it wasn't new. It was like a mature custom.
So when you got back here, do you think that had a direct influence on the way you started thinking outside of the box when you got back?
100%.
Beamers, Benz, Bentleys, or Lex, nigga. Ferraris and them Lambos, that's what's next, nigga.
When he got back, Nipsey was involved with a shootout that was caught on camera. Nip never got identified, but his homeboys did. When they caught their time, Nip got serious about the music. So he sold his car, and him and his brother went 50-50 to buy their own studio. In 2005, he started his label called Slauson Boys, and in December of 2005, he released Slauson Boys Volume 1. Nip said his sale pitch was, if it's wet, throw it out the window, and people listen. Slauson Boys Volume 1 got him a little buzz, and his big homie Big U seen the potential in Nip and started to manage him. Big U let a guy named Steve LaBelle hear it, and he loved it. In 2006, Nipsey was featured on Tupac's album, Pac's Life, on the song International. But as everything was looking good, the devil always come knocking. The police raided his brother's house and took all their studio equipment, and they found the gun. So Nip was facing a charge, but this didn't stop Nip. That same year, movie director put him in Bone Thugs and Harmony movie, I Tried.
This our chance to get back at KP for what he did to Gia.
Man, listen, homie. Like I said, I don't know nothing about nothing. You hear me? Need to be hollering at Darnell or something.
Is that right, Darnell? Darnell Jackson? Shit, fuck he know.
While on set, he would meet Johnny Shipes, who had a record label under Sony and Epic Records. At the time, he was the only one to take a chance on Nip because of his affiliation with the Rolling 60 Crip. But once again, the devil would come knocking. After he signed his deal, he was at a party where an underage girl lied on him and his homeboys, saying they did something to her. Luckily, he had the money to fight it. and beat the case in 2008. He dropped his tape, Bullets Ain't Got No Name. In the music video, everyone is wearing the Crenshaw shirts, and everybody in the hood wanted one.
The biggest design, the biggest shirt that we have under the Marathon clothing is the Crenshaw shirt. And there's a lot of history behind that. It's an iconic shirt, blue and gold Crenshaw crew neck. And everybody right there was just attracted to that. And they wanted that Crenshaw sweater. That was one of the defining moments in, I can say, I believe, in Nip's career.
So Nipsey, Black Sam, and they homie Facts started selling the t-shirts. But the only thing about it, every time the police seen them, they took the shirts. So they had to lease a store. In 2010, he was on the cover of the XXL freshman list. After this, he dropped Slauson Boys Volume 2 and the Marathon. Once again, the devil would come knocking. They would have an altercation with the police where the police shot at Black Sam. Everyone was arrested, but Black Sam went to prison for a couple of years. They would lose the store, but that didn't stop them.
Riding by myself, time for some reflection. I feel like a young boss, nigga, that's thankful for his blessings.
After that, he released the Marathon Continues mixtape, which did very well. And one thing I loved about Nip, even though he was a hustler, he educated himself in business. He would open up a fat burger, a cell phone shop, and a hair store right there in the neighborhood in 2013. He released his album Crenshaw Boys, which he sold for $100. He only printed up 1,000 copies, and everybody called him crazy, but he proved everybody wrong.
You know what I mean? You know how you order your ace when you want to make your statement, or you'll put on your whatever your brand is when you want to make your statement. It was something on the menu that you can make your statement by ordering a $100 cheesesteak, and it became something that attracted people to come see what that was about too.
A month later, he did a pop-up shop where he sold every copy. Even Jay-Z bought 100 of them. For the next couple of years, Nipsey would tour and build his brand. In 2017, he'd open up a seafood market in the World of Wheels rolling ring. And he would open the Marathon store back up. After years of mixtapes, he finally announced his first album, Victory Lap.
You know, single house family, a gang-banging environment, you know what I'm saying, didn't graduate high school, and been through the bullshit of the streets of LA, the county jail, the bullshit of just the traps that got set. And, you know, as a self-motivated hustler, turned it into this.
I heard that.
And, you know, that's why Victory Lap, to me, is gonna be the next project I put out, and my biggest one.
And in 2018, it was released and hit the number 4 on the Billboards. He sold 53,000 copies his first week and got nominated for a Grammy. Plus 2 of the singles on his album went gold. Nip was flying high at this point of time. He had collabed with Puma.
So, you know, we announcing our partnership with Puma. You know, we got a big deal.
Are we doing that right now? Let's go.
Yeah, so, you know, we up here signing this paperwork as we speak.
He even bought the whole plaza where his store was located. This was huge for Nip, because Nip said he used to hustle in front of their store, and he remembers how much hell he went through with the LAPD in front of their store. But on March 31st, 2019, the devil would come knocking again, and this time, it was for keeps. A guy named Eric Holder pulled up while Nipsey was at his store signing autographs and taking pictures. Now, Nipsey homeboy Cowboy said it was just a casual conversation. There was no argument or nothing.
And Nipsey, you know, some shit floating around, you know, take care of it, you know, like on a homie tip, like, hey bro, like, look, I got some paperwork, nigga, you need to take care of it. Not, oh, you a snitch, never.
They say Eric Holder shook Nip's hand and walked off, only to return 10 minutes later and gun the 33-year-old rapper down.
The California rapper was taking pictures with fans outside his store when he was gunned down this afternoon. 2 other men were wounded. The crowds outside the store surrounding the crime scene, as you see right there. Police say the shooter sped off in a getaway car. He was reportedly shot as many as 6 times.
Nip had the mind of a billionaire and the heart of a lion. He also had a good heart too, and you can tell by just some of the things that he did. He truly was the Tupac of this generation. Some of the same things Tupac was talking about, Nip was actually doing, as far as uniting the gangs, and Nip was teaching young ghetto children, giving them free classes on computer swapping stuff and and cryptocurrency and a lot of stuff that we don't get to learn in the environments in the area that we in.
He was just there for the community, for the kids. He made it, he brought it back. He was just there for all of us.
See, Nip didn't die over nothing that he did. Nip died of hate, jealousy, and envy. Nip made one mistake, and that mistake was you always got to watch for snakes. And Eric Holder was a snake. I got to say, R.I.P. the King Nip. He leaves behind a beautiful wife in Laura London and 2 beautiful children. R.I.P. to Nipsey Hussle. And the marathon continues, man.
The marathon continues. You know?
Sorry.
Real shit. That's it.